Hey everyone, hi. Welcome to our channel because it's ours. It's not mine, it's ours, okay? Thank you also for subscribing, for liking. I do really appreciate it, okay? I don't take it for granted. So let's get into it. Okay, growing up, I never had a best friend. I never had a role model. Okay? Literally, never. Even now, I don't I don't have someone that I can call a best friend. I don't have someone that I can say, "Oh, that is my role model." No, but I do have people who inspire me. When I look at them, the things that they have achieved, I get inspired. I do have those people. But I wouldn't say I do have like role models. So, let's get back to why I'm saying this. I never had a best friend because I never felt comfortable being myself. I never felt comfortable enough to speak about my perspective on life, about how I grew up, about not having parents and how that made me feel. I never had someone that I can talk those things with, like be so emotional and be seen for that. I never. And I've noticed that growing up, I had friends, okay, but my friends had their own friends. Like they had their best friends in the group. And I was the one who didn't have a best friend within the group. I was just vibing with whoever. And I called them my friends. But I never had a best friend, someone that I can lean to, someone that I can say is my sister. They see me for who I am. They see me for, you know, being understood on a deeper level. I never had that because I never felt comfortable. I never felt comfortable. And with regards to having a role model, most of the people who were around me never inspired me. I was never inspired. I never wanted to be like my family members. I never wanted to be like my neighbors. I never. Not, no, I've never. And I told myself that I want different for me. And being someone who grew up with no emotional support, with no love, I told myself that I want different for me and for my future. You know, I want a home where there's lots of love, there's inspiration, you know, it's not only about tangible things, the physical, but also on an emotional level, on a mental level. And I decided to create that for myself because when we talk truthfully, you can't get that from outside, from outside force. You cannot. You first have to do that within yourself. You have to create the love that you want, the emotional support that you want within you so that you can be able to receive it from the outside. It starts with you. Okay. And I noticed something, that the reason why I was never fully myself around people and I couldn't express myself truthfully was influenced by my childhood traumas, because we all have traumas, hey? And if you are not willing to work on your trauma, then you will dump it on other people. You have to first understand where your trauma comes from. And I had to do that. I had to understand where my traumas stem from for me to be able to work through that and release it, because you have to release, you have to let go, you have to be okay and appreciate your past and how you grew up, because mostly the things that you experienced, maybe from your childhood or your life stage, your experiences, those painful things that you experienced, they are meant to make you stronger, and you have to accept those things because that's part of who you are. And also, you have to learn things from those experiences, because life is all about lessons. It's all about learning. Learning is endless. Okay, healing is endless. You can't say I'm done, I'm now done healing. No. Okay, so the first thing that you have to understand is, when you are surrounded, you know that you are surrounded by people and things that don't really resonate with you and how you view life, but still you are scared of letting them go, because you don't know what's gonna happen next after you let them go. That is okay. That is fear. And it is okay, because you are not supposed to know what's gonna happen next. But as human beings, we were programmed to know, to want to know the outcomes. For example, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. For example, you every day you have the same routine. You know what you're going to do. You're going to go to work, come back. You have the same routine. Everything is the same. It doesn't change, and then that makes you feel safe. That makes you feel comfortable. But if you have no idea what's going to happen next, your nervous system spikes, because it's not familiar with the unknown. For you, it feels unsafe to not know what's going to happen next. It feels unsafe to do things that won't give you an outcome that you have maybe imagined or whatever. So you decide to stay where you are. You decide to still operate in a frequency that doesn't allow you to be the best version of yourself, because you want safety, you want the comfort. And when you really want the best for yourself, you have to be comfortable with the unknown. You have to be comfortable with not knowing what is going to happen next. You have to be comfortable with that, because the universe is magical. It's full of the unknown. We don't know. I'm sure we know maybe 20% of what's happening in the world, but the most is not revealed to us. So life is like that. That is the nature of life. The unknown. That is the nature of life. So if you decide to stay where you are because you are scared of being seen or stepping out of your comfort zone and doing things that really call out for you, you won't be happy. You won't be happy. The day you will feel at peace with yourself, the day you'll be happy is when you start taking that first step. When you start letting go of, because, okay, you are not required to let go of everything all at once, because it's not easy like that. But it's so important to start small. For example, you can first let go of that friend that only contacts you when you guys want to have fun and go out for drinks. There's no connection. It's all about spending money, having lots of fun, but there are no meaningful conversations that will inspire you, that will make you a better person. There's nothing like that. You can start with that. You can start by letting go of that friend. Just let go of them. And you'll see that at the end, you'll still find peace. You'll still be okay with not having a friend. That's fine. Because when you let go of that, you are creating space to get what it is that is meant for you. Because that's how actions is how you communicate with the universe. The universe understands actions, okay? Thoughts, words. Yeah. That's how you communicate with the universe. So, if you let that go, you are communicating with the universe. You are telling the universe that I don't want this in my life. And so, it will give you what you want because you communicated with it and showed it that this is not what I want. So I have to let it go because it's not meant for me. So it will give you what you want. And if you are happy with what you have and you stick with it and hold on to it, you are telling the universe that, oh, yes, this is exactly what I want. So it will give you more of that. Okay. So never ever betray yourself because you are scared of doing things that are out of the norm. Because that is self-betrayal. Don't do that to yourself. Love yourself so much that if it means not having anyone by your side, then that is okay. That's fine. You won't die. That will teach you to love yourself deeper. And when you deeply love yourself, you will eventually attract people who love you as much as you love yourself. Okay, so yeah,